Welcome back, Myco listeners, to the TMN Podcast Season 2, Episode 6. We're thrilled to have you joining us once again as we continue to evolve and bring you the best in Myco edutainment in the Mycoverses. We know you've missed our regular uploads of videos and songs, but rest assured, we've been working diligently behind the scenes alongside Mycoverse Productions to deliver fresh content your way. We've got a colossal cache of new field footage, foraging adventures, and exciting collaborations just waiting to be unveiled. While the TMN marketplace is still a work in progress, we're still overcoming the setbacks caused by the hurricanes that hit our area. Despite these challenges, we're excited to introduce Shroom Bloom Grower, a collaboration between the Mushroom Network and Greengrass Grove that aims to empower individuals to create sustainable, self-sufficient growing systems. Shroom Bloom Grower bridges the gap between gardening and mycology, integrating eco-friendly methods such as aquaponics, hydroponics, and our unique fungaponics approach. Through this initiative, we strive to help people establish their own thriving mini ecosystems that combine the benefits of plants, fungi, and cutting-edge technology. For today's episode, we have Myco Capman and Mira Fungwell diving deep into two fascinating Myco deep dive topics: the secret language of mycelium, how fungi communicate, and the rise of psychedelic mushroom chocolates, a delicious exploration. You won't want to miss their insights into the hidden world of fungi communication and the tantalizing realm of psilocybin-infused treats. And keep your eye out for an upcoming opportunity to find, or win, our latest Myco spirit coming straight from the Mycoverse of fungal frontiers. And if that wasn't already cool enough, as we wrap up today's TMN podcast, MVP will be on the track spinning some fresh, unheard fungal music straight from the Mushroom Network, ensuring a truly sportacular finale. So sit back, relax, and let's dive Myco deep together into the incredible realm of mushrooms and beyond.
Welcome back, Myco listeners, to the Mushroom Network. For this deep dive, we're going to be digging into something pretty amazing: the secret language of mycelium.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to talk about the fungal world, which of course we love to do.
Of course.
But how fungi communicate, it's a whole other level.
It really is.
And
it's like a hidden world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we walk around on the ground all the time,
Yeah.
but most people have no idea about this complex communication that's happening right beneath their feet.
Yeah. And I think, we've all heard of this idea of the Wood Wide Web.
Right.
This idea that trees can actually talk to each other using these underground fungal networks. So is that just a catchy metaphor, or is there something more to it?
Well, it all starts with the amazing structure of mycelium itself. You see those thread-like, they're not just about physical connection. They create these vast interconnected networks that can span incredible distances, and it's through these networks that fungi are able to communicate.
Okay.
Using biochemical signals.
Biochemical signals. What does that even mean?
So,
Are they sending like little Morse code messages through the soil?
not quite Morse code, but it is a kind of language. Mycelium releases all sorts of compounds into the soil: enzymes, hormones, even signaling molecules. And these act as messages, conveying information about everything, from nutrient availability to the presence of threats.
So it's like a chemical telegram service running through the soil.
Think of it less like a telegram and more like a constant stream of updates, almost like social media for fungi.
Okay.
It's how they share information about their environment and coordinate their activities.
So if there's a patch of delicious decaying wood somewhere, the mycelium is letting all the other fungi know.
Exactly, or if there's a threat, like a harmful bacteria or a change in environmental conditions, they can send out warning signals to alert the entire network.
Wow. This is really reminding me of how ectomycorrhizal fungi form those sheaths around tree roots. It's not just about physical support, is it?
You're absolutely right. Ectomycorrhizal fungi are particularly important for communication between trees. They create a direct link between the roots of different trees, allowing them to exchange resources and information.
And what about those endomycorrhizal fungi that actually penetrate the root cells?
Oh, absolutely. Endomycorrhizal fungi are more common in grasses and agricultural crops. They form these intricate connections inside the plant's roots, creating an even more intimate communication pathway.
Wow, so it's like having a direct line to the plant's internal messaging system. But what's really blowing my mind is this idea that plants are actually eavesdropping on this fungal network. They're not just passive recipients, are they?
Not at all. Plants have evolved to recognize and respond to these fungal signals. In fact, they've become quite dependent on this network for their survival.
So it's like a symbiotic relationship, but with an extra layer of communication on top of it?
Exactly. It's a partnership that goes beyond just the exchange of nutrients. It's a complex web of interdependence where both fungi and plants rely on this communication network to thrive.
And here's where things get even more mind-boggling, right? Because we're not just talking about simple signals here. There's evidence that these fungal networks exhibit a kind of intelligence.
Now, intelligence is a loaded word, and there's a lot of debate about what it actually means. But when you look at the behavior of these networks, the way they navigate their environment, solve problems, and even exhibit a form of memory, it's hard to deny that something remarkable is going on.
Okay, we have to talk more about this, Myco listeners. You are not going to want to miss the rest of this deep dive.
And what's fascinating is that these networks, they're not just about individual survival. They play a crucial role in shaping the entire ecosystem, particularly when it comes to soil health.
Soil health, oh, absolutely. I mean, we're always talking about how important healthy soil is for a healthy planet.
Right.
And it turns out that these fungal networks are like the master architects down there.
They really are. Mycelium helps improve soil structure, making it more stable and resilient to things like erosion. And they enhance nutrient availability, making those vital elements accessible to plants. It's like they're weaving together the very fabric of life in the soil.
It's like they're creating this underground marketplace where everyone can trade and barter for what they need.
That's a great way to put it.
But it's not just about trading, is it? There's also this element of protection and support.
Remember how we talked about those warning signals? Well, when a plant is under attack by pests or disease, it can release chemical signals through the mycelial network, alerting its neighbors to the danger.
It's like a neighborhood watch system, but for plants.
Exactly. And those neighboring plants can then activate their defenses, making them less susceptible to attack. There's even evidence that some plants can release compounds that attract beneficial insects, like predatory wasps to help fight off the attackers.
So it's like calling for backup through the fungal network. That's incredible. It makes you realize just how interconnected everything is down there. But this interconnectedness goes beyond just protection, doesn't it? There's also this element of sharing and support.
Absolutely. Take, for example, a forest with a mix of older established trees and younger saplings. During times of drought, those older trees with their deeper root systems and access to more water can actually share resources with the struggling saplings through the mycelial network.
Wow, so the older trees are like the wise elders of the forest, nurturing and supporting the younger generation.
It's a beautiful example of cooperation and interdependence in nature. And the support system isn't just limited to trees. Studies have shown that plants can even transfer nutrients to different species through these fungal networks.
That's amazing. It's like they've created this social safety net for the entire plant community. But here's something that's really blowing my mind. This whole network also plays a huge role in carbon cycling.
Oh, absolutely. Fungi are incredible decomposers, breaking down complex organic matter and releasing nutrients back into the soil. But what's really important is that they also help sequester carbon in the soil, keeping it out of the atmosphere.
Which is obviously a huge deal when it comes to climate change. So these tiny threads beneath our feet could actually hold a key to tackling one of the biggest challenges facing humanity.
It's a very real possibility, and scientists are just beginning to explore the potential of mycelium for all sorts of applications, from sustainable agriculture to ecological restoration.
Oh, I've heard about some really cool innovations using mycelium, like biodegradable packaging materials, and even building materials.
Exactly. Mycelium has this incredible ability to bind together organic materials, creating strong, lightweight, and surprisingly durable structures. And because it's a natural material, it's completely biodegradable.
It's like tapping into nature's own technology,
Yeah.
using these fungal networks to create sustainable solutions.
And what's so exciting is that we're only just scratching the surface of what's possible. Imagine using mycelium to clean up polluted soils or to restore degraded ecosystems.
I love that idea. It's almost like giving these ecosystems a helping hand, supporting their natural healing processes.
It's not just about the practical applications. Studying these fungal networks is also changing the way we think about intelligence itself.
Right, because this isn't just about simple communication. We're talking about complex problem solving, adaptation, even a form of memory within these networks.
It challenges our traditional notions of what intelligence looks like. It makes us realize that intelligence can take many forms. and we might be missing out on whole other ways of understanding the world around us.
I think that's a perfect place to pause for now, Myco listeners. We've covered a lot of ground, but there's still so much more to explore. We'll be back after a short break to dive deeper into the mind-bending world of fungal intelligence. Okay, Myco listeners, we're back and ready to jump right back in to this mind-bending world of fungal intelligence.
I know, it's amazing, right?
It is.
It really challenges the way that we think about intelligence.
It does.
And where we might find it in nature.
Yeah, can you give us some specific examples of how these networks demonstrate intelligent behavior?
Sure. One of the most striking examples is their ability to navigate and solve problems. Researchers have conducted experiments where they've presented mycelium with mazes or obstacles, and the networks consistently find the most efficient routes to food sources.
So they're not just blindly growing in all directions, they're actually making decisions based on their environment.
Exactly. They seem to be able to assess their surroundings, process information, and make choices that benefit the entire network.
Wow.
And there's even evidence that they can learn from past experiences.
Really, like how?
Well, in some studies, researchers have subjected mycelium to stressful conditions, like exposure to toxins or changes in temperature. And what they found is that the networks can adapt and develop resistance to these stressors.
So it's like they're building up immunity.
In a way, yes. But what's even more fascinating is that this resistance can be passed down to future generations of fungi.
Wait, so they're inheriting learned behaviors.
It suggests that these networks have some way of storing information and transmitting it, even though they lack a centralized nervous system.
That's wild. It really makes you wonder what else they're capable of.
It certainly does, and it raises all sorts of questions about the nature of intelligence itself. If fungi can exhibit these kinds of behaviors without a brain, what does that tell us about the potential for intelligence in other forms of life or even in non-living systems?
That's a really profound thought. It's like we're expanding our definition of intelligence, realizing that it can manifest in ways we never imagined.
And this shift in perspective has implications that go far beyond just the study of fungi. It could inform our understanding of everything, from artificial intelligence to the search for extraterrestrial life.
So what does all of this mean for us, Myco listeners? How can we apply this knowledge of fungal intelligence to our own lives?
I think the most important takeaway is the realization that we are not alone in our intelligence. We share this planet with a vast network of intelligent life forms, many of which we are only just beginning to understand.
It's a humbling thought, isn't it? It reminds us that we have so much to learn from the natural world, and that we need to approach it with respect and a sense of wonder.
Absolutely. And on a more practical level, understanding fungal intelligence can inspire us to find new and innovative solutions to some of the challenges facing humanity. We can learn from the way these networks collaborate, adapt, and solve problems.
It's like tapping into nature's own wisdom, looking to these ancient networks for guidance as we navigate the complexities of the 21st century.
And as we continue to delve deeper into the mysteries of fungal intelligence, who knows what other wonders we might uncover? What other secrets are these networks hiding?
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? Stay tuned, Myco listeners, as we dive deep into the fascinating realm of psychedelic mushroom chocolates in our next Myco Deep Dive.
That's right, Myco. We'll be discussing the intriguing combination of psilocybin mushrooms and gourmet chocolate, offering a new way to explore the potential benefits and experiences of these unique edibles.
The process of crafting these delicious treats involves carefully blending psilocybin extracts with premium chocolate, creating a delectable fusion that's both tasty and potentially transformative.
And with various dosages available, individuals can tailor their experience to their personal preferences, whether they're seeking a subtle mood enhancement or a more profound psychedelic journey.
Whoa, but hold your spores, my fungal peeps. Let's remember that the Mushroom Network promotes responsible and informed discussions. We encourage all our Myco listeners to check their local laws and regulations regarding the use of psychedelic mushrooms and always prioritize safety and legality in their explorations.
Absolutely, Nova. We appreciate your wise words. Our aim is to educate and explore the evolving landscape of psychedelics while emphasizing the importance of responsible use and adherence to local laws.
Now, with that in mind, let's continue our discussion on the potential therapeutic benefits, evolving cultural attitudes, and growing market for these intriguing edibles. Stay tuned, Myco listeners.
Welcome back, Myco listeners, to the Mushroom Network podcast for another Myco Deep Dive. You know, we love to explore the world of fungi, and today we're taking a delicious trip into the world of psychedelic mushroom chocolates.
I am so excited for this one. You know, it really is this amazing blend of culinary art and the really unique experience that psilocybin offers.
Yeah, so we keep hearing all about homemade psychedelic mushroom chocolates. What's the buzz about?
Well, just imagine, combining that rich, decadent taste of chocolate with a profound psychedelic journey.
That does sound intriguing. So what kind of experience can someone expect?
Well, it really depends on the dosage. You know, we see people experimenting with all kinds of things from microdosing, which, is consuming just a tiny amount for these subtle effects, like mood enhancement or increased focus, all the way to larger doses for, a full-blown psychedelic experience.
So you can kind of tailor the experience to what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things that makes these chocolates so appealing. They offer a level of control and personalization that can be really difficult to achieve with other methods of consumption.
I see. So for someone who's brand new to psilocybin, they might start with like a microdose chocolate.
That's a good approach. Microdosing really allows you to just kind of gently explore the effects of psilocybin without, feeling overwhelmed. It's like dipping your toes into the psychedelic waters.
That makes sense. But what about someone who's looking for, more, shall we say, adventurous experience?
For those seeking a deeper dive, chocolates can be made with higher doses of psilocybin, leading to, those classic psychedelic effects, altered perceptions, visual patterns, and profound introspection. It's all about finding the right dose for your own individual needs and intentions.
Now, I'm curious about the chocolate itself. What role does it play in all this? Is it just about masking the taste of the mushrooms?
It's definitely more than just a flavor enhancer. The fat content in chocolate actually affects how psilocybin is absorbed by the body.
Oh, really? How so?
So when you eat chocolate, the fat slows down the digestion process. This means that the psilocybin is released gradually into your bloodstream, and that creates a smoother, more gradual onset of effects.
So it's like a gentler entry into the experience.
Exactly. It allows you to just kind of ease into the experience and adjust to the effects more comfortably. This can be really helpful for those who are new to psychedelics or who are maybe a little sensitive to the sometimes intense onset of effects when, consuming mushrooms directly.
That makes a lot of sense. And I imagine that the chocolate also enhances the sensory aspects of the experience.
Absolutely. Think about it. Chocolate is already a sensory delight on its own. It melts in your mouth, releasing these rich flavors and aromas. When you combine that with the heightened sensory perception that psilocybin can induce, it creates this truly immersive experience. Colors appear more vibrant, music resonates more deeply, and even the texture of the chocolate itself can take on a whole new dimension.
It sounds like a symphony for the senses.
It really is. It's like a multi-sensory journey that engages your taste buds, your mind, and your spirit.
Now, we've talked about the positive aspects, but what about the potential risks? Are there any safety concerns that we should be aware of?
Of course, responsible use is really important with any psychedelic substance. While chocolates can offer a more controlled and enjoyable experience, it's crucial to remember that psilocybin is still a powerful psychoactive compound.
Right. So what should our Myco listeners keep in mind to ensure a safe and positive experience?
Well, first and foremost, start low and go slow, especially if you're new to psilocybin. Begin with a microdose, just to get a feel for those effects, and gradually increase the dosage as you feel comfortable.
What about the setting? Does that play a role?
Absolutely. Just like with any psychedelic experience, setting is crucial. Choose a comfortable and safe environment where you feel relaxed and at ease. Having a trusted friend or a trip sitter present can also provide a sense of security and support.
Sounds like creating a supportive and intentional environment is key.
Exactly. And remember, it's always a good idea to do your research and understand the potential risks and benefits before embarking on any psychedelic journey. Knowledge is power when it comes to navigating these experiences safely and responsibly.
Those are some great tips. And remember, Myco listeners, we'll dive deeper into the importance of responsible use later on. But for now, let's shift gears a bit and explore the legal landscape surrounding these psychedelic chocolates. Because the legalities around fungi can be a little tricky.
Yes, that's an important topic to address, and we'll unpack all those details in our next segment. So you mentioned the legalities surrounding psychedelic mushroom chocolates. Let's dive into that a bit.
Well, it's no secret that psilocybin is still federally illegal in many countries. So how does that affect these delicious, mind-bending treats?
Yeah, it definitely creates a complicated landscape for sure. While we are seeing a growing movement toward decriminalization and even legalization in some areas, it's really important to remember that federal laws still classify psilocybin as a controlled substance.
So it creates kind of a legal gray area then.
Exactly. So even if you're in a city or state where psilocybin has been decriminalized, producing or distributing these chocolates could still carry some legal risks.
So it's really crucial for people to be aware of the laws in their specific location.
Absolutely. Do your research, understand those regulations where you live, and as we emphasized earlier, responsible production and sourcing become even more important in this kind of context.
Now, you mentioned responsible production.
Yeah.
Why is that so crucial when it comes to these chocolates?
Well, for several reasons. First and foremost, it's about consumer safety. When you're dealing with a psychoactive substance like psilocybin, accurate dosing is essential. Responsible producers make sure that their chocolates are made with consistent potency, they're clearly labeled, and they're free from contaminants.
That makes perfect sense. Consumers need to know what they're getting.
Exactly. Transparency is key. But responsible production goes beyond just safety. It's also about sustainability and ethics.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Of course. So we're seeing this growing demand for sustainably sourced ingredients, and that extends to the world of fungi as well. Responsible producers prioritize mushrooms that are cultivated using environmentally friendly practices. This ensures the long-term health of our ecosystems.
So it's about recognizing the interconnectedness of everything.
Precisely. And ethical sourcing extends to the people who are involved in that production process as well. Responsible producers ensure fair wages, safe working conditions, and sustainable practices throughout that entire supply chain.
So it sounds like responsible production is really about this holistic approach to creating these chocolates.
It is. It's about considering the well-being of the planet, the people who grow and harvest the ingredients, and the consumers who enjoy the final product.
This brings up an interesting point.
Yeah.
How do you see this trend toward responsible production influencing the future of the psychedelic movement as a whole?
I think it has the potential to play a significant role in shaping public perception and driving positive change. When we demonstrate a commitment to sustainability ethics and consumer safety, it really helps to legitimize the industry and fosters trust with the wider community.
So it's about showing that this movement is about more than just personal exploration. It's about creating a more responsible and conscious approach to our relationship with these substances.
Exactly, and that's a message that resonates with a growing number of people who are looking for alternatives to the traditional pharmaceutical model and who are seeking ways to connect with their own well-being in a more holistic and sustainable way.
So it seems like there's a real convergence happening between the psychedelic movement and the broader cultural shifts towards sustainability and conscious consumerism.
Absolutely, and that's a powerful combination. As we move forward, I believe that responsible production will be a key factor in the mainstream acceptance and integration of psychedelics into our society. It's about showing that we can do this right, that we can create an industry that's both beneficial and sustainable for generations to come.
So we've covered responsible use and production. Now let's shift gears a bit and dive into the potential therapeutic applications of psychedelic mushroom chocolates.
That's a fascinating area of exploration, and it's definitely something that researchers are increasingly looking into.
Yeah, I think a lot of our Myco listeners are really curious about this. Can you explain how these chocolates might be used therapeutically?
Well, research suggests that psilocybin can have really profound effects on mental health, particularly in the treatment of conditions like depression, anxiety, addiction, and even PTSD.
So how would these chocolates fit into that picture?
They offer a unique and potentially game-changing method of administering psilocybin in a controlled and palatable way. Imagine, instead of, taking a capsule or a liquid solution, you could experience the therapeutic benefits of psilocybin through a delicious piece of chocolate.
It does sound like a much gentler and more approachable way to engage with psychedelic therapy.
It could be, and that's one of the reasons why there's so much excitement surrounding the therapeutic potential of these chocolates. They could make psychedelic therapy more accessible and less intimidating for those who are hesitant about traditional methods of consumption.
That could be a huge step forward in making these therapies available to a wider range of people.
Exactly. But it's important to note that we're still in those really early stages of research.
Yeah.
And much more work needs to be done to fully understand the therapeutic potential of these chocolates and to develop those safe and effective protocols for their use.
So while the future looks promising, we still have a ways to go before we see widespread therapeutic use.
That's right. It's crucial to proceed with caution and to base our decisions on solid scientific evidence. And remember, Myco listeners, self-treating with psychedelic chocolates is never advisable. These are powerful substances, and any therapeutic exploration should always be done under the guidance of a qualified medical professional.
That's some really sound advice. Now let's turn our attention to another exciting aspect of this trend, the culinary possibilities.
Yeah.
We've been hearing whispers about gourmet pairings and even psychedelic dining experiences. What can you tell us about that?
Oh, the culinary world is starting to embrace those unique flavors and experiences that psychedelic mushrooms can offer. Chefs are getting really creative, incorporating them into gourmet dishes and crafting these multisensory dining experiences that tantalize both the palate and the mind.
It's like taking the farm-to-table movement to a whole new level.
Exactly. It's about connecting with the source of our food and exploring the potential of these incredible ingredients to create something truly special.
So what are some examples of these culinary innovations?
Well, we're seeing chefs experimenting with, different types of mushrooms, different strains, and different dosages to create those unique flavor profiles and effects. Imagine a 5-course meal where each dish is carefully paired with a specific type of mushroom, designed to enhance and complement that culinary experience.
It's like a symphony of flavors and sensations.
Precisely, and it's not just about the food itself, the setting plays a really crucial role too. Imagine dining in a beautiful natural setting, surrounded by lush greenery, with ambient music and lighting, designed to enhance that sensory experience.
Oh, that sounds incredible. It's like a culinary adventure that engages all of the senses.
It is, and I think we're just scratching the surface of what's possible when it comes to combining the art of cooking with the transformative power of psychedelics.
So it seems like these culinary explorations are really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of food and dining.
Absolutely. They're challenging our perceptions of what a meal can be and inviting us to experience food in a whole new way.
Now with all this talk about, delicious chocolates, and gourmet dining experiences, it's easy to kind of get swept up in the excitement.
Yeah.
But it's important to address the challenges and ethical considerations that come with the rise of this industry.
You're absolutely right. As with any emerging field, there are challenges to navigate and ethical considerations to address. We'll explore those in more depth in our next segment. So we were just talking about, some of the challenges and ethical considerations surrounding this exciting world of psychedelic mushroom chocolates. Where do we want to begin?
Well, as these chocolates become more popular, one thing that comes to mind is ensuring responsible access. How do we make sure these experiences are available to those who could benefit from them, while also, preventing potential harm?
That's a crucial question, and it's something that the psychedelic community is actively discussing and debating. It's about striking that balance between accessibility and safety. Some people argue for a regulated system, similar to cannabis dispensaries, where adults can purchase these chocolates from licensed vendors who can provide education and guidance.
That sounds like a pretty sensible approach.
Yeah.
But how would we address concerns about potential misuse or abuse?
Well, education is key. It's about empowering individuals with accurate information about the effects of psilocybin, the importance of setting, and, responsible dosing. We need to create a culture where people feel comfortable asking questions and seeking support when needed.
And that includes providing resources for those who might have challenging experiences.
Absolutely. Just as there are hotlines for people struggling with, substance use, there's a growing movement to establish peer support networks and crisis lines, specifically for psychedelic experiences.
So it sounds like there's a lot of work being done to create a framework for safe and responsible use as these chocolates become more widely available.
It's a collaborative effort involving researchers, therapists, policymakers, and advocates who are really passionate about, harnessing the potential of psychedelics while also minimizing potential risks.
It's pretty amazing to see how much this field is evolving. Now let's talk about stigma for a second. Despite the growing interest in psychedelics, there's still a lot of fear and misinformation out there. How do we overcome that?
It's a process, and it starts with open and honest conversations. We need to share accurate information, challenge those outdated beliefs, and highlight the therapeutic potential of these substances.
And that includes sharing positive stories, right? Stories about how these experiences have helped people heal, grow, and connect with themselves.
Absolutely. Personal stories have the power to break down stereotypes and change hearts and minds. When people hear how psychedelics have helped others, overcome challenges and live more fulfilling lives, it really opens up a whole new perspective.
It's about humanizing the experience. Now, I'm curious about the role of research. What kind of scientific investigations are happening with these chocolates?
Well, there's this surge in research exploring the therapeutic potential of psilocybin. And these chocolates offer this unique delivery method that's attracting a lot of attention. Scientists are studying their effects on various conditions, from treatment-resistant depression to end-of-life anxiety.
So we could see these chocolates playing a significant role in the future of healthcare.
It's certainly a possibility. Imagine a world where these chocolates, with precise dosages and consistent quality, are integrated into therapeutic settings, offering a more accessible and personalized approach to mental health care.
That's exciting to think about. But as with any scientific exploration, it's important to be patient and allow the research to guide our understanding.
Exactly. Rigorous research takes time, but it's essential to ensure the safety and efficacy of any potential treatments.
Speaking of the future, I'm wondering about the role of technology in this field. How might technology shape the evolution of psychedelic mushroom chocolates?
That's a fascinating area to consider. We're already seeing these advancements in personalized medicine, and it's not hard to imagine a future where technology allows for, customized chocolates tailored to an individual's specific needs.
You mean like adjusting the dosage?
Yeah.
Or even the type of mushroom based on someone's genetic makeup or personal goals?
Exactly. And think about the possibilities for virtual reality. Imagine combining these chocolates with, immersive VR experiences designed to enhance the therapeutic or exploratory journey.
Wow, that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. It seems like we're on the cusp of a psychedelic revolution, with technology playing a key role in shaping its direction.
It's an exciting time to be witnessing this evolution unfold. As we continue to explore the potential of these substances, it's crucial to do so with intention, responsibility, and a commitment to ethical practices.
Well said. And remember, Myco listeners, this is just the beginning of our exploration into the world of psychedelic mushroom chocolates. There's so much more to discover, and we'll be here to guide you every step of the way.
We encourage you to stay curious, do your research, and connect with others who share your interest in this fascinating field. And remember, always prioritize safety and responsible use.
That's a great reminder. Thank you for joining us on this delicious exploration, Myco listeners. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the fascinating world of fungi. We'll catch you next time on the Mushroom Network podcast.
Thank you, Myco and Mira, for another round of sportacular Myco deep dives. Now, get ready to dive even deeper into the Mycoverse with MVP and the Mushroom Network's out-of-this-world spore base and fungal beats.
Fungi. open up the caps. Mushroom network, Myco-verse got the maps. Through the woods, we gather as one. Fun guy in the air, the hunt's just begun. Caps go fast, spore clouds rise. With the crew, always taking the prize. Go fun guy, go fun guy. With the crew, the crew, the crew, the crew. Go fun guy, go fun guy. Always on the move, on the move. Go fun guy, fun, fun, roll with the crew, the crew, the crew, the crew. Yeah, go fun guy, fun guy. Always on the move, on the move, on the move. Crews on deck, we lead the pack. Fun guy growing, we're taking it back. Rolling deep through the spore-filled air. With the fun guy crew, we're everywhere. Check out fun guy, go with the crew, with the crew, crew. Go fun guy, always on the move, on the move, on the move. On deck, we lead the pack. Fun guy glowing, we're taking it back. Rolling deep through the spore-filled air. With the fun guy crew, we're everywhere. Everywhere. Go fun guy, fun bro with the crew, crew, with the crew, with the crew. Go fun guy, always on the move, on the move, on the move. Fun guy, fun guy, fun guy, fun guy. Reach for the sky, for the sky. Your eyes, fun guy, fun guy, fun guy up high. Fun guy, rise, fun guy, rise, fun guy, rise, fun guy. Reach for the sky, for the sky. For the sky, Myco-verse, we taking flight through the mushroom network, day and night. Spores in the air, fun guy in the ground. Wise fun guy, always coming around. Caps up high, reaching for the light. Spreading that love, we're taking flight. Rise fun guy, fun guy, fun guy up high. Rise fun guy, reach for the sky. For the sky, Myco-verse, we taking flight through the mushroom network, day and night. Spores in the air, fun guy in the ground. Rise fun guy, always coming around. Caps up high, reaching for the light. Spreading that love, we're taking flight. Rise fun guy, fun guy, fun guy up high. Rise fun guy, reach for the sky. Taking over, shoes all over. Myco-verse, we taking cover. Rising high, never gonna stop. Fun guy growing, rising to the top. Your eyes, fun guy, fun guy, fun guy up high. Rise fun guy, rise fun guy, rise fun guy. Reach for the sky. Never gonna stop, never stop. Fun guy growing, rising to the top, 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 to the top. Your eyes, fun guy, fun guy, fun guy up high. Rise fun guy, rise fun guy, rise fun guy. Reach for the sky, for the sky. Steep and tall, got the forage on. Through the fields and mountain heights, I'm gathering shrooms day and night. Keep talking, ain't talky, morels on the run. Golden chanterelles glisten in the sun. From the meadow to the forest, every mushroom's in every step I take, I'm ready for the fight. Calf in the morning, stalk at night, I'm the shroom master taking flight. From puff balls to porcini, I'll find them all. Got my basket, never let one fall. Got to forage them all, I'm on the quest. No time to rest, I'm the best of the best. Every cap, every stem, I'm on the crawl. In this mushroom game, I've got to forage them all. Mushrooms, living the dream. Rishi on the mountains, turkey tail in the wood. Gotta forage them all, like a true hunter should. Through the fog, through the rain, I'm on a roll. Fungi, fevers, taking control. In the jungle or the snow, I find them fast. With every mushroom I pick, my legacy will last. Got to forage them all, I'm on the quest. No time to rest, I'm the best of the best. Every cap, every stem, I'm on the crawl. In this mushroom game, I've got to forage them all. Across the valley, over the stream, I'm collecting mushrooms, living the dream. Rishi on the mountains, turkey tail in the wood. Gotta forage them all, like a true hunter should. Through the fog, through the rain, I'm on a roll. Fungi, fevers, taking control. In the jungle or the snow, I find them fast. With every mushroom I pick, my legacy will last. Got to forage them all, I'm on the quest, no time to ground. Morels in the distance, I'll hunt them down. From city to the wilderness, high and low, I'm the forager mushroom, steal the show. Got to forage them all, no stone left unturned. Every spore, every cap, my lessons learned. With my basket full, I stand real tall. In the world of mushrooms, I'll always find them all. On that electric cooling, feeling right. Mushroom magic in my veins lit up the night. Mixing beats with the treats, yeah that's the flight. From blueberry shroomies to hot chocolate of delight. Feel the vibe as we elevate and rise. In this culinary trip, let your spirit fly. Every sip, every bite, take you to the skies. Psilocybin dreams, watch the world surprise. Shrooming up the night, we elevate. Culinary vibes, watch the mind oscillate. With every bite, we explore and create. Psilocybin kitchen, it's never too late. Chillin' with the patrons in the kitchen, we glow. Spicy shroom, hot chocolate, let the good times flow. Mixing flavors, creating magic, now you know. In the shroomy paradise, we steal the show. Risotto, I feel you got the creamy style. With each plate we serve, let's stay a while. Cooking up the love, making life worthwhile. In the realm of mushrooms, we dance and smile. Underneath the stars, where the magic ignites. Gather round the table, sharing stories and bites. As the night unfolds, let your mind take flight. With every mouthful, the world feels right. Cooking with intention, every dish a creation. Exploring the flavors, sparking conversation. From appetizers to desserts, it's a celebration. In this culinary journey, we find liberation. Imagine the laughter, the joy that we share. With each recipe crafted, we breathe in the air. Psilocybin energy flowing everywhere. In the shroom-infused kitchen, we're beyond compare. Shrooming up the night, we elevate. Culinary vibes, watch the mind oscillate. With every bite, we explore and create. Psilocybin kitchen, it's never too late. Let's take a moment, savor the taste. In the shroomy banquet, we'll never waste. A touch of creativity, a sprinkle of grace. With each culinary journey, we find a place. Grilled cheese shroom, which comfort in every bite. Melt to goodness, take us higher tonight. As the flavors mingle, everything feels right. In this joyous kitchen, we ignite the light. With every recipe shared, bonds grow strong. In the psychedelic journey, we all belong. From main courses to desserts, it's where we throng. Creating memories that last like a beautiful song. So raise your glass high, let's make a toast to the magic of mushrooms, the thing we love most. In this vibrant kitchen, we're never a ghost. We're alive in the flavors and the moments we boast. Shroom jello wiggles, desserts that delight. Every bite a journey, let's take flight. With every explore new heights. In this culinary cosmos we find our sights. Shrooming up the night, we elevate. Culinary vibes watch the mind oscillate. With every bite, we explore and create. Psilocybin kitchen, it's never too late. Yeah, stargazers, mushrooms of the night. Stargazers, opening our sight. Stargazers, from the earth below. Stargazers, where the cosmos flow. Caps of wonder, shimmering and glow. Stargazers rise, taking us to float. In the silence where the galaxies expand. Stargazers call, guiding through the sand. Stargazers, taking us beyond. Through the dawn. Yeah, stargazers, mushrooms of the night. Stargazers, opening our sight. Stargazers, from the earth below. Stargazers, where the cosmos flow. Light in the dark, whispers in the breeze. Stargazers call, bending tongue with ease. Rising through space in the mystic blue. Stargazers guide every vision new. Echoes of stars hidden in the earth. Stargazers blue, showing us our worth. In the presence, the journey starts to play. Stargazers light, pathways far away. Stargazers, taking us beyond. Stargazers, where the cosmos flow. Universe within, in a single glance. Stargazers sing, pulling us to dance. Us in the starlight, magic in the air. Stargazers call, taking us there. Stargazers, open wide our eyes. Stargazers, lifting to the sky. Stargazers, taking us away. In the cosmic flow, we drift and sway. Stargazers, open wide our eyes. Stargazers, lifting to the skies. Stargazers, taking us away. In the cosmic flow, drift and sway. Stargazers. Yeah, stargazers, open wide our eyes. Stargazers, taking us beyond. Stargazers, taking us away. In the cosmic flow, cause we drift and sway.
Thank you, Myco listeners, for joining us again on yet another exciting exploration into the fascinating world of mycology. Your curiosity and enthusiasm for all things fungi make these deep dives truly special. If there are any specific myco topics you'd love to learn more about, or if you have any burning mycology questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Head over to www.themushroomnetwork.com/tips to share your suggestions or queries. Until our next myco deep dives, farewell, Myco listeners, and we'll be waiting for you on the other side of the veil.